All right, what's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Blessings to everybody out there supporting the channel. And yeah, buddy, going live. Seen a particular video. Make sure the volume good. I seen a particular video talk about Deontay Wilder from Boxing ADE. Shout out to Boxing ADE. I've been listening to him for a while, man. So yeah, shout out to him, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about what he talked about, and y'all already know I like talking shit about Canelo. So what's going on? So give me a minute. Had to perfect my setup a little bit more. But yeah, man, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure the audio, everything good. Y'all already know I like talking shit about. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit about Canelo too, man. So yeah, I seen boxing ADE, and pretty much he was saying that what's going on, Golden Gloves? What's going on, Harry Ferguson? Salute. Basically, Sean, what's going on? Got the Stream Elements bot in the building. Basically, what he was saying is everything that me and Dr. Blick been saying, and saying that Wilder turned down $100 million, he turned down 120, and he was talking to the Deontay Wilder fanboys, and I like Wilder, you know what I'm saying, and the guys that's trying to rationalize, why he deserved 50-50 versus AJ, Fred Jackson, what's going on. All those guys, man, and a lot of us, we've been dipping in that sauce a little bit, man. And he want to know, basically, he want to know if, why we feel that Wilder is not 100% ducking, why he not ducking Anthony Joshua. Now, the uh, Cali Enigma has brought up a good point. And before he did his stream, I think it was the other day, before he did his stream, he brought up a wonderful point. He says that he'll believe that AJ really want to fight when if Anthony Joshua go to Brooklyn May 18th and press Deontay Wilder and ask for the fight and publicly call him out. And I'm there. At the end of the day, a reputation can be built up for 20 years. And I say this all the time, and it could be destroyed in a year. You know what I'm saying? Um, but a reputation can't be built in a day. You know what I'm saying? It can't. And I say that to say this about Anthony Joshua. I feel, what's up, Ray Zone, Christian Lewis, Cousin Skeeter, salute. I feel Eddie Hearn on fire right now, right? He got Devin Haney, another black fighter. He got go with Danny Jacobs and Tevin Farmer and Demetrius Andrade, right? All right, we all can agree on that, right? My thing about the Anthony Joshua situation is that he built up a reputation for being a coward. You know what I'm saying? His reputation is now being built up like, oh, I didn't ask for the 50 million and I wanted 180 million. And when Blue Blood asked him about that situation, impressed him, and that's from the boxing voice. So now all of a sudden, uh, Leon, what's going on? Now all of a sudden, you know, how we supposed to are we supposed to really believe that he want to fight? Okay, obviously Luis Ortiz and that Dade Promotions, they're different from Bomb Squad and Lou DeBella and Shelly Finkel. Ortiz team sound like they dropped the ball on that one. $5, then $7 million. Hey, okay, that does have some association with Al Heyman, right? But Anthony Joshua hasn't showed that he want Deontay Wilder to fight. Anthony Joshua hasn't signed a deal to the zone, and that was the big hang up, was the fact that if Wilder went to the zone, was Eddie Hearn really going? Did Anthony Joshua have an obligation to fight him? Did he have an obligation to fight him? Is the question. Jermaine, what's going on? Or could he went over to ESPN? Or could he go to another network? Could he go back to the UK and fight and just fight on Sky? Was Anthony Joshua actually going to fight Deontay Wilder was the question. Because it's no ties between Wilder, there's no ties between the zone and Anthony Joshua other than Eddie Hearn. That was a hang up. So Anthony Joshua, he can come out there and throw shots and whoop de whoop. This the same man that wasn't trying to fight Ortiz at first. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden Ortiz looked bad versus Kaufman, and he looked bad versus Christian Hammer. Now all of a sudden he wanted to smoke. No, you can't go from being a coward to being the bravest SOB in the room. No, my dog barking at me. Probably the male person. You can't go from being the bravest guy, the coward to the bravest guy. It don't work that way. If my rebuttal to Boxing ADE is a fantastic channel. It's probably one of the best UK channels. The longest Dr. Blick don't make videos. Probably the one I watched the most in BTMT. I'm sorry, I'll be butchering this name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Man, he good brother as well too. Let me get his name right, cause he always hit me up on Instagram. Man, I like that brother. Man, I'm gonna get it. Ingram. Y'all know what I'm talking about from BWT M Online. Yeah, he good UK channel. Him and Boxer ADE is two of the best UK channels, bar none. Okay, and I'm not dissing him or nothing like that, you know. But when AJ get in the ring and he called Deontay Wilder out, because remember AJ was the same guy hiding his location. You know, AJ was the same guy hiding his location. Remember, he had his location where Deontay Wilder never could find him. He walking through Central Park with security guards in New York City. You will never see Mike Tyson really have a lot of security guards. And if you see Tyson with security guards, those security guards was for the benefit of you. So he wouldn't jump and beat on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So C-Dub salute. So my whole thing about it is, yes, Anthony Joshua has gained some ground in public perception. That's a fact. Shelly Finkel came out once again. He did the same shit Earl Spence did. Shelly Finkel comes out and says, "You know what? We're not gonna fight AJ this year. We got different plans, which is gonna include Adam Nosnowski, and Luis Ortiz rematch. And I think that's gonna be on pay per view. Renato Tool, what's going on? How them Pacers doing at the crib? But and the Bucks got that game back, so don't think y'all better than the Bucks now, all right? But the whole thing is, you know, yes, Shelly Finkel really. It just seems like PBC be hijacking their fighters. If Errol Spence don't come out and say nothing and challenge Bob Arum, we still acting like Terrence Crawford deducking and Errol Spence he want to just power drive everybody. If he comes out and doesn't offer that information after the Danny and Shine thing, we don't have nothing. I don't have nothing bad to say about Earl. I'm still thinking Earl is just boogeyman. But he didn't. Apparently, he got a couple drinks in the system. That's what y'all say. I'm not calling him drunk, Spence. Never did. I didn't think he was drunk. That's my personal opinion. But other interviews indicate, and other people indicate they did. Had he not came out and said that shit, okay, we don't have nothing to talk about. Earl Spence is still the captain of the boat. He by far wants to smoke, and Terrence Crawford still getting protected by Bob Arum. We not sitting here talking shit about him no more. I'm not sitting here talking shit about him. Okay, PC Jacob salute. Now we sit here and we look at Luis Ortiz. He ducked $5 or $7 million what his team did, but you hired them to represent you. Don't forget the promoter works for the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Cool man said, man, what's going on? The promoter works for the fighter. So O'Shawn say UK fans that got channels don't know shit about boxing. UK fans don't think AJ is a coward. Not all of them. It's some that think he a coward. Dr. Blick think he a coward. You know, it's some people out there in the UK that do think AJ Kyrie. You talking about the casual fans? You know what I'm saying? The casual fans, not some hard. I mean, them dudes ain't real boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? To be real, but like I said before, Ortiz ducked that 7, so that kind of make Wilder look bad. Even though only thing Ortiz and Wilder shares, they were Al Heyman. They under PBC banner. They fought on the same network basically. That's the only thing Ortiz and Wilder share. And Wilder, pretty much co-signs Luis Ortiz, even though he cheated, right? That's really the only thing they got in common. Okay? Shelly Finkel not Ortiz, and Jay Diaz not with Ortiz, and you know what I'm saying? Lou DiBella not with Luis Ortiz. But guess what? At the end of the day, that don't matter. Deontay Wilder still look bad. But if Anthony Joshua actually want to put a nail in the coffin, he want to put a stake through Deontay Wilder's chest and really make him look like a whole coward out here, all he got to do is pull up May 18. He pull up May 18, jump in the ring. I'm pretty sure Sam Watson and them let him get in the ring, and he challenged Deontay Wilder. Now, if Deontay Wilder say, he keep AJ from in the ring, and it's confirmed that he keep AJ from getting in the ring, what's the difference between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? Well, people gonna say, well, Deontay Wilder is just doing what Anthony Joshua did to him. And cool, okay. But at the end of the day, you can't complain about a dude being one way and then you act the same way. Would that make you a hypocrite? So he gotta let AJ in that ring. And if you let AJ in that ring and they get to talking, and all of a sudden it showed that AJ, I want to fight, I want to fight. Wilder, stop ducking me, I want to fight. And then Wilder still say 2020, then that's a duck. But then again, AJ can use, I got a fight coming up. I got a fight with or Andy Ruiz. I don't want to be getting in the ring looking ahead at Andy Ruiz. That's the thing about it. That's how they gonna play it. Oh, I'm not ready to come to the United States yet. I'm still training in the UK. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, stream health going bad. Hold on. Stream health going bad. Let me see. I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to reboot this. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let's see if we can fix this shit while we live. All right. There we go. We good now. Good. Probably because I'm in the basement, man. I gotta get better lighting down here. And I get those Xfinity pods and shit like that make your Wi-Fi better throughout the house. So for some reason I'm right up under the Wi-Fi almost. So I don't know. You know how walls and shit go. But so at the end of the day, it is what it is. Wool Star TV, what's going on? I gotta get you on, man. Gotta get you in Sweet Sports Science Sports TV on, man. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying Wilder ducking. Like hard ducking. I'm not going out here saying, oh, Wilder fucking duck and this and that. Not after everything AJ built, all the lies AJ and them told and shit like that. Now if AJ getting Deontay Wilder face and start putting his whole card, and then now Wilder don't want to fight, and he talking about 2020, then he a coward. I'm gonna need AJ to go ahead and press Wilder all the way. Now, do it make me kind of rethink some things about Shelly Finkel lying? Yeah, Wilder not looking good, and Wilder not looking good in the public court opinion. But I'm not ready to say he the category Duck Con 5,000. I'm not about to put him in the same category as ducking ass AJ. AJ was on some coward shit. Now, did Wilder duck 120 million? Yeah, and people can't have it both ways. Okay. I hope you didn't hit Oh man, my grandpa don't live with me. I got my own shit. Oh, I got a nice little basement, man. Other than they use my shit as a fold. It's too cold to be down here in the basement. I didn't insulate this motherfucker. I'm cheap. I don't want to pay heating. But other than that, it's straight. I just gotta get some better lighting down here. And shit, that's about it. But once that happened, I got the lights. I just fucked around. And I was talking to Callie on the phone when I was putting my green screen together. And my light right here, it dropped out my hand and broke on the floor. So I got an LED light right here. And then I fucked around and tried to match it up at Target. And this one not an LED light. That's why I'm not getting the best lighting down here. So once I go pick my daughter up from school, she got a after school volleyball. What the fuck they doing? I'm gonna get an LED light for this one, so it should be all good. Plus, I don't even have my basement light on. I just noticed that. So when that shit get together, I'll be good. But about Wilder, I'm not calling Wilder a duck. Did I feel that Wilder did duck the 100 million? Yeah, we can't bitch and complain as black people and say, oh man, they ain't doing this for Wilder. Showtime ain't doing this for Wilder. Top Rank gave Crawford that little deal, and then when the zone said, okay, they gave Tyson Fury $100 million or whatever he got, 50, 60, I know it ain't 100. Now somebody offered Wilder $100 million, then $120 million, and he don't take the deal. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Boxing Brain 187 salute. Appreciate it. It is what it is, man. 100 and 120 million. It's like people are like against the zone. Devin Haney went to the zone, and people got mad at Devin Haney for going to the zone. I'm not knocking none of these dudes getting their bread. I'm not knocking none of these dudes. Go get your money. You know what? I don't care what you make, but if somebody say, you want to fight on PBC Showtime, you want to fight on Fight by Fight deal, or if Eddie Hearn come and say, you know what? I give you $5 million a fight per fight for 5 fights. 25 million guaranteed, whether you get knocked out or whether you win. It is what it is. If that's your prerogative to get guaranteed money and have that security, win, lose, or draw, that's what's up for you. If you want to fight on a fight-by-fight deal and be able to have the flexibility to fight on Fox, Showtime, or take a lucrative deal for you, you rather keep your options open. I'm not knocking you for it. Whatever you choose to do, I'm not gonna stop being a Devin Haney fan because Devin Haney go over to the zone. How stupid did that sound? So I'm gonna just throw all my fandom away, or all the things I like about Devin Haney away because he going to fight on the zone. Fuck it. If the zone hiring black people and they giving black people money, oh, you know what? I'm over there because behind every network is a white person that's running it. And 9 times out of 10, they probably not so fond of black people like that. No way. I don't hear people bitching and complaining when Errol Spence fight on Fox and then rub shoulders with Jerry Jones. Y'all know about Jerry Jones, and everybody know about Fox. Jay Thomas. Everybody know about Fox. But nobody say, I'm boycotting Errol Spence fight because he fighting on Fox. Fox got a way worse reputation than John Ruskin and John Skipper. John Skipper got fired from ESPN for playing with his nose. I ain't mad at him. At the end of the day, he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. I ain't knocking his own. You know what? I knock Golden Boy, if anything. And at the end of the day, do the apple fall far from the tree for Grant and Custom? I'm gonna hit you up, bro. Does the apple salute to him though? Does the apple fall from the tree? Fall from the tree with Eddie Hearn and Barry? Hell no. I already thought that about Eddie and Barry Hearn. You can't tell me nothing different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I already thought whatever y'all thinking about them, and I gotta keep it clean for you two. I already know that. I assume that. Trick, what's going on? I assume that about them. You feel what I'm saying? But what about Angel Garcia? He didn't call Sean. He didn't insinuate that Sean was a monkey. He didn't call Terrence Crawford a nappy-headed N-word. All this stuff. But when y'all get in front of Angel Garcia, some of the media members, y'all say, hey, how you doing, Angel? But he just called Terrence Crawford a nappy-headed N-word. Had he called Errol Spence that, y'all be ready to put a bullet in his head. You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy about everybody. Keep that same energy. At the end of the day, you say Barry, Eddie, and Oscar feel some type of way, and I definitely ain't letting Oscar slide. You know what I'm saying? He denied Boxing Ego some credentials, and Boxing Ego, one of the most thorough dudes out here. You know, Boxing Ego don't seem like he got an agenda. He really don't care if it's the Zone, it's Golden Boy, it's Matchroom, it's PBC. He really don't give a shit now. But now for a dude that just keep it real from his perspective, now you gonna ban him from getting credentials? For what? If you banning him, that means you don't want none of the new media there. You don't want none of the black media there. And if that's what you're saying, F us because we want you to come out there and answer those racist emails. Well, F the Oscar De La Hoya. I'm not supporting the fight for Oscar De La Hoya or Canelo. And I'll get into Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supporting now. I support Danny Jacobs. I've been to a Danny Jacobs fight when he fought Triple G in New York City. My girl took me for my birthday. So I've been supporting Danny Jacobs. Like I said, my personal views on my channel is not my personal views. If I feel like Danny was doing some whole shit, I'm gonna let it be known. My personal view, I might argue with it or whatever on my personal channel, but I might not. I'm not con Danny Jacobs. Did I like what Danny Jacobs did to Jamal Charlo? No, I didn't like what he said about Jamal Charlo. But I do a lot of things in my life that people don't like. Over my lifetime, I did a lot. I did a lot. I think it was more. It was Oscar. Eddie Hearn invited Ego to everything before, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it was Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya doubling down on what we think about him and those emails was about. He had a whole stream. It was the one that last night that said Oscar calls AJ a goddess and something. His whole stream last night. So my whole thing is, you know, I don't like Canelo Alvarez Golden Glove. Straight up, fuck Canelo Alvarez. I ain't gonna miss no words about it. He been cheating for too long, bro. Going back to Miguel Vasquez. He been cheating for too long. And getting away with it, man. Like I said, I ain't about to even get into him right now. But the whole situation is that CBS can have the guy, Corey Lee, what's going on? The guy that owns CBS can have the same feeling that Oscar got towards black people, or allegedly has towards black people. The guy that owns Fox or whoever run Fox, you already know about Fox. So where can we go for a black network that has an effect, that has a real affection for black fighters? Nowhere. You know, they all watch our YouTube videos apparently. I don't care. I don't want the access. If I go to a fight, I apply for credentials to watch Peterson last fight versus Lipias. They deny me without no reason. You know what? I don't even care. I'm not going to no PBC fights. If Top Rank want to let me in and I can go watch the Top Rank fight and they going to treat me right, well, I cover Top Rank fight or the Zone fight. But it ain't really just PBC. It's other people behind there. He said Tommy Morrison was juicing his whole boxing career. A lot of guys probably juice, but it ain't even about the juice with Canelo Alvarez. Even before Canelo juice, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I'll get to Canelo in a minute, but to finish about Wilder and Joshua, yeah, Wilder ducked $120 million and couldn't tell nobody why. Yeah, I seen that, Wood. I be watching your shit, bro. Now that I got you your new channel, I be watching. You know, now, with Wilder, and I'll get to Canelo in a minute. Now with Wilder, he did. I said he ducked 100 million, 120. That's life changing money right there. To remain on Showtime now, Showtime would have matched the deal. You say, you know what? We'll give you 3 fights for 60, or we'll give you the 5 fights for 120, 100 million. Showtime ain't dishing out no cash to no brother. Have y'all not figured that out? Showtime not dishing out no cash to no brothers, man, and that's a fact. They let Devin Haney cross the street. Devin Haney could be the next Mayweather, and they let him go to the Zone. You know? They let Devin Haney go to the Zone. Angel Santos, salute. Jaron Ennis, get his shit together. Jaron Ennis going to the Zone. So if they can't lock up them young bulls for not even a quarter of what they should get Wilder, what make you think they gonna pay the whole gusto to Wilder? It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Bobby Smitty, salute. John Black Johnny, salute. They not gonna happen. So Wilder remained loyal to Paulie, Al Bernstein, and everybody else, and Mayweather and them, who had a knife in his back. They had a knife in his back. Not only did they have a knife in Deontay Wilder back, they had a knife in Adonis Stevenson back. Raul Marquez was hating on Stevenson the whole fight. I feel like I was one of the few people that actually watched Stevenson and Marquez. That was the fight I was looking for the night. I wanted to watch that fight more than I wanted to watch the Wilder Fury fight. That was a really good fight, and people didn't talk about it. But Marquez and Raul Marquez, whoever he was on, was straight hating on Stevenson the whole fight. They didn't get Stevenson around. It didn't sound like if you listen to it. So don't sit here and tell me that Showtime is so loyal. No, they not. Had that probably been a Mexican or a white boxer over there, they would have inked them up to a big deal. So if they can't secure their fighters, then what? Why? If Fox believe in Earl Spence so much, why didn't Fox lock up Earl Spence? Oh, if Earl Spence beat Mikey, he gonna get a Fox deal. Where is this Fox deal at? Where this Fox deal at? He supposed to get? Where this Showtime deal at? That Showtime was supposed to give him. Appreciate it, Wood. Where this deal they was supposed to give him? They not giving them dudes no money. At least Terrence Crawford know, hey, if I go out here versus Boots Putin and get knocked out, or if I get in a car accident tomorrow, when I come back, I at least own $3.5 million. I'm at least gonna get $3 million before I get back here money. I'm at least come back and throw a jab and just fall to I'll at least guarantee some more money every time I fight. That's the difference. They talk about Earl a slave. Hey, at least I'm a slave for 3.5 at least. At least I'm gonna touch 3.5. Yeah, go check out Woodstar TV channel and Corey Lee. At least I'm gonna get 3.5. Nobody talk about that. He got a guaranteed contract. Earl Spence living fight to fight. He living paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to make it sound like that. I don't want it to sound like that, but nobody talk about the guarantee Crawford got. And for Deontay Wilder to walk away from $120 million, he 34. Him and AJ got the same birth month. AJ turned 30 this year, and I think Wilder turned 35 or 36. Salute to Lord Sweat, Baltimore in the house. You know what I'm saying? He in a race between time. 35, 36 years old. That ain't young. I think AJ might turn 30, 31. And you want to sit here and play games and they ask you, they say, 30, 40, 30, 30, I turn 35. Good look, John Black Johnny. And then you sit here and they say, he go $120 million. Take it for 3 fights. Take 100. Take 4 for 120. Oh, Wilder won't have control. Who else he gonna fight? Besides AJ and Fury not even in the equation, who gonna whoop Wilder? If he getting anything less than $20 million for Dominic Brazil, y'all niggas want to talk business, that's stupid. Use your brain. It's stupid. In my R. Kelly voice. If he really getting $5, $7, $10 million to fight Brazil, and he really let them sweet talk his ass, man, Al Haymon the pimp of the year. Ain't no way nobody gonna talk me out of fighting the same guy. They gonna talk me out of fighting the same guy for 20 on the platform, but go on Showtime where people barely watch and give me the fight for 5 to 10 million, even if you getting 10. If I ain't getting 20, 21, 22, and you fuck all that, man. I've been fighting on the zone. Well, they not telling us what Ortiz is gonna get. Man, fuck all that, man. I ain't worried about what the next month. I mean, what AJ getting. Man, if you telling me you give me 20 to fight Brazil, shit, hell yeah, I'm over there. Then I get 20 to fight another nigga. If it's AJ and not AJ, if I want to fight Ortiz or Koznowski, or I'm gonna fight Andy Ruiz, Dominic Brazil again. If the fight close somehow, some miracle way, shit, man, you crazy as hell, man. Y'all at the end of the day, we complain about how black fighters don't get that type of guarantee. You crazy as hell, man. If he getting anything less than 120 100 million, 20 million, anything less than 20 to fight Dominic Brazil on Showtime, man, he's smoking crack. Dillian White might be right. They gotta have some type of POA over Wilder or some type of power over him. And I don't give a fuck if it's the Zone, WBN, Fox, Bounce TV. You crazy as hell. But if AJ press him and say, "Hey man, let's fight you, little crackhead Wilder. Let's get it popping," and he don't fight him and say 2020, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I don't want to hear shit else about it. I don't even want to go in on Wilder. But you know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. If he want to say, well, Floyd Mayweather made this and Floyd man, you ain't Floyd. You ain't got 20 Mexicans lined up. Ain't no Canelo. Ain't no Pacquiao. Ain't no Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, Eddie Hearn makes Tevin a millionaire. But, Shelly Finkel said he's still talking to John Skipper, and they plan for the fight to go down on the zone. So the fight going on the zone because the zone got the bag. That's all that mattered. The zone got the bag. He said you seen them PBC contracts? They like 360 deals. And music. No, I haven't. I don't know how bad they are, but I ain't never heard nobody complain about the PBC. Maybe it's a confidentiality agreement. I know I believe Top Rank made their fighter sign that, so you can't really speak on bad about the whole situation. But the same thing about it is what it is. This is Wilder. This is his court. You know what I'm saying? And if he want to fight AJ, he can fight AJ. We not tripping. But if he don't want to fight AJ, okay, that's another one that bite the dust. It's another PBC fighter with Errol Spence, Luis Ortiz, Leo Santa Cruz, Gervonta Tank Davis. It's another guy that's ducking the competition. It's another one. What else y'all want? What else do we need to talk about? Do I put it past Wilder for ducking? No. It ain't nothing personally about Wilder, but when you got Ortiz ducking, you got Errol Spence changing his tune, you got them protecting Leo Santa Cruz, then yeah. At the end of the day, let's not act like PBC ain't fucked around and sold the IBF to AJ. Had Al Haymon gave that IBF to Deontay Wilder, then AJ wouldn't even had got a deal from Scott like that. Not so early. Maybe AJ don't become world champion. Maybe he don't go into a Vladimir Klitschko fight right away. So You know, if he had the IBF, AJ would have to come to him. Sean said you can't duck a coward that's scared of you. Makes no sense. At the end of the day, that's boxing. Boxing don't make no sense. Sean, if he turned down 100, 120, you know what I'm saying? Then if you didn't hear the interview Shelly Finkel did on the Boxing Voice 2 days ago, I think it was. I did a video on it. He said they don't plan on fighting Joshua till 2020. And then Eddie Hearn said, "Well, we want this fight now, now." You see, they ducking. It's public perception. It's public perception. So I mean, come on. If AJ get in his face, if AJ get in the ring and get in his face, and he start calling Wilder out, saying, "What's going on? Let's fight." You ducking me, and Wilder say 2020. That's the real test. If AJ don't come to the fight May 18th and don't get in the Wilder face, then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. If AJ get in the Wilder face, or if he allow Wilder to show up to the Andy Ruiz fight and let Wilder get in the ring and get in his face, then we can believe it. Right now, I'm just gonna stay away from it. If we know he's not getting in Wilder's face, so then again we know Golden Glove that he really don't want to fight neither. This is his posturing. They already got it. They already about to bring Klitschko back to fight him. Then he gonna probably fight UC. Then he probably gonna fight Dillian White. It's about who gonna run out of opponents, who gonna lose first between Wilder and AJ. I don't believe it's gonna happen next year. It's gonna be about who gonna run out of opponents first, who gonna lose first, who gonna look vulnerable first. You know, but that is what it is. So I'm not tripping on it. I still believe AJ don't want the smoke. They just gonna ride that situation that he ducked the. He's gonna ride that situation where the Ortiz, that's gonna buy him some more time. See Ortiz PVC line. See Wilder, he didn't take the 120 million. But if they really want to impress me and show me that they not posturing, excuse me, go ahead and fight. Go ahead and get in Wilder's face, or allow Wilder to come call you out after the Ruiz fight. You know, who do you think AJ is legal? Do you think AJ is legally juicing? I don't know. I seen a video on that. Could be true. I don't know. Question is, how many people are legally juicing and getting exemptions? It could be deeper than AJ. It probably is deeper than AJ if it's a thing. I believe it's some shady drug testing going out there. So, you know, he said he doesn't want to hype the fight up if it isn't official. So he ain't gonna get that. Anybody trying to hear that? He don't want that FaceTime with Wilder. He's scared of Wilder as far as the whole persona. I know AJ still don't want that fight. James said, "How can you say AJ don't want the smoke when Wilder rejected 120?" But AJ wasn't in the contract though. So at the end of the day, AJ wasn't in the contract. He go over there and they can't promise you AJ. AJ don't have a deal with the zone. It's coming. But AJ don't have a deal with the zone. So at the end of the day, how can I sign up to a network that he not signed up to? He on a 5-by-5 basis. So it is what it is. And Wilder and AJ was on Showtime and the fight still didn't happen. So like I said before, it is what it is. You can think however you want to think about it, man. However you want to think about it, I'm not gonna argue with you. But we do know that we ain't gonna act like AJ didn't have no coward tendencies. We seen them all. We're not gonna act like Deontay Wilder got a clean slate neither. They both know they want to milk this fight for what they milk it for. But I heard Yard getting cold feet about going to Russia. That'd be the biggest duck of. That'd be the most fashionable duck of all time, well, at least of our generation, or this generation of boxing. So let's talk about Canelo Alvarez Shady Pass. Never get brought up this whole week. Nobody brought up Canelo Alvarez Shady Pass. He said he gonna call him out after the Ruiz. You already know he gonna call AJ gonna call him out the Ruiz fight. He in New York. Matter of fact, he in the United States the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I can't send no link on this one. I gotta it'll have to be through Skype, excuse me. Angel Santos. Yeah, it got to be through Skype. But I ain't even set up Skype yet. So it had to be through Skype. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. Y'all know I'm the only one on YouTube that I know of that's blasting Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Canelo Alvarez is getting the benefits of the doubt. I've been hearing things about what's up, Jamaica. Salute. I've been hearing things about Oscar De La Hoya doing shit before Canelo even came to the States. He said you must be audio around saying agent on contract, so 100 million is for what? 100. That's Sky, bro. What are you talking about, Anthony? He don't have a deal with his own. He's not under a contract with his own. Anthony, he doesn't have a contract with his own, so it's coming. After he beat Ruiz, I think he get a contract, but AJ under the contract only with Sky. So go check, go on somewhere else with that bullshit. We ain't talking about that no more. So, like I said before, everybody talk about Canelo, Hitchison, not Richardson, but Erickson Lubin, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Gervonta, and a host of other black fighters put Canelo on this pedestal like Mexican Jesus and shit like that. But nobody talk about how he cheating the game. Nobody talking about how Canelo cheating the game. Why nobody talking about how Canelo cheating the game? How nobody talk about how he got the refs on his side? He got the WBC on his side. They did the open scoring for the Austin Trout fight. How many talking about he blew up to 180 to almost 190 pounds versus Miguel Cotto? He didn't have a rehydration clause on Cotto. He didn't have a rehydration clause on Amir Khan. How about all the times that behind the stage he missed weight and paid the fighter behind the stage to change the weight? Come on, man. You get on AB for missing weight. They got on Mikey Garcia for missing weight. They was ready to get on Sean Porter if he missed weight. But he get a pass though. And you say, oh, one of the most professional things about boxing is making weight. One of the most coveted things about boxing is your health. But at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez has broke every rule. Corruption, alleged corruption, same way Oscar had it. He didn't got caught pot. He done popped hot. Failed the drug test twice. Twice he failed the drug test. Got questionable scorecards on several occasions. Open scoring versus Trout, Cotto, Triple G 1 and 2 by some people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Lara, Miguel Vasquez back in the day in their first fight. So we talking about 6 fights that he got questionable decisions in. Nobody talking about that though. Then the catchweight king. The catchweight king. He fighting 155 pounds all this time. Oh, I don't care about Lara Belt. Sorry, my back be hurt, man. I don't care about Lara Belt. 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 Right? Okay, he didn't fight for Lara Belt. Soon as Andrade got stripped, don't forget this. Soon as Andrade got stripped, and Liam Smith and Liam Williams fought for that belt, I believe. You know what I'm saying? He said video and voice not in sync. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna say it's a wrap. I'm gonna have to just figure it out. Andrade got stripped, and Liam Smith. Yeah, it might be a little problem on connection in. So I'll figure it out. So I have to just deal with the voice and fucking mouth not being on sync. But but as soon as Liam Smith and Liam Williams fought for that belt, Liam Smith won. Then he came back down to 54 and fought Liam Smith. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, anytime I get to talk about Canelo or something like that, they start fucking with my stream. But that's a fact. That's an actual fact about Canelo Alvarez. At the end of the day, if you want to talk about, his skills, he couldn't even knock out Matthew Hatton for his first belt of the catchweight. And I believe Matthew Hatton was a career welterweight. He didn't stop Shane Mosley. He didn't stop Miguel Cotto with like a 30, 40 pound weight advantage. He didn't stop a weight drain Chavez Jr. And this is the guy that we call him pound for pound king. This is a guy. This is a guy that they putting on a pedestal. This is the guy that the young black fighters look up to. This is who they look up to. This is who they cap for. This is who Gervonta Tank Davis is buck dancing for. He didn't put up rehydration clause on nobody else but the threats. He came in first. Canelo was Golovkin won. They waived the rehydration clause for him and said his ring belt was considered a unification belt. So they said, you know what? For the rest of IBF fights, rest of IBF unification bouts, we're not gonna do a rehydration clause. Okay, fair game. Canelo changed the rule. All of a sudden, he fight Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs got the IBF. He got 2 belts, the WBC and the Super WBA middleweight belt. All of a sudden, he want to put the rehydration clause on Danny Jacobs. Why do you put that rehydration clause? Why you take the clause off of Triple G then? Why did you why did you put one in for Amir Khan when he asked for it? Why didn't you put one in for Miguel Cotto? Why didn't you put one in? I think Austin Trout had one. Why? This is the same guy that won his first world title at a catchweight versus Matthew Hatton. No way in hell Matthew Hatton was one of the best 54 pounders in the world. Just not true. It's not true. He's been above the belt since he stepped foot in boxing. In America, Amir Shula salute. So, like I said before, he gonna continue to get that special treatment. You know, and when you beat him, it's gonna be like when Frankie Randall finally beat Chavez. You had to defeat the refs. You had to defeat corruption like Don King. You had to defeat the judges. You had to defeat the system. You had to defeat the network. You're gonna have to go in there and knock him out. If Danny Jacobs is planning on doing anything but knocking him out, he just might as well just get punched one time or just fall to the canvas, get his check, and go cash it. Don't even waste your energy in this fight. If he's thinking about anything less than a knockout, you know, he don't deserve our viewership. Anything he been planning to do should have been predicated on being a knockout. He don't deserve our viewership if he ain't really gunning for the knockout. But they don't say nothing about Canelo. They bring up Ortiz pass. They bring up Povetkin pass. They occasionally bring up Tyson Fury pass. They try to cloud over. They dig into Dillian White pass. They talk about Miller. You know, they talk about anybody else, Peterson. They talk about how Charlo and Errol Spence on something. They assume until it ain't no more and assume that Errol Spence and the Charlos on something. And that go for Danny Jacob and his team too. They assume. But the motherfucker they got popped out for Canelo, everybody act like it never happened. Floyd Mayweather out here buck dancing for Canelo. He'd sit out there and support Canelo before he co-signed Errol Spence, before he co-signed Crawford, before he co-signed any of the PBC guys. He'll sit here and buck dance for Canelo. Oh, Canelo failed the test. What Floyd say? Oh, the fight still should go on. It don't matter. What you mean? So what was the point of Floyd Mayweather implementing vital drug testing or Olympic-style drug testing in the sport of boxing then? If you fail a test and you tell a fighter, oh, go ahead and fight him anyway. Why are we testing then? If I still got to fight him on an unfair advantage, why I'm testing then? Had that been Earl Spencer Charlo, Floyd would have been like, oh, you should get a lifetime ban. Or he wouldn't have came out and said nothing in support of them dudes. He wouldn't have said nothing in support of them dudes. But he come out there and play Captain Saber Canelo. He said, I want Jacobs to get knocked out by cheating Canelo for buck dancing against other black fighters. He only buck danced against Charlo, I think it was. And that's because he felt that Charlo a threat. That's all that was. But I feel you. I'm not about to, get mad at Jacobs for. I'm mad at him for doing it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still gonna go for Jacobs before I go for Canelo. If Oscar De La Hoya and them feel that way about black people and calling them black Hitlers, and I heard even Nate Campbell and some other fighters I think said that they threw the N word around the offices. He heard that word being thrown around the offices. I'm gonna go with Danny Jacobs every time. I'm gonna go with Danny Jacobs every time. You know, and really it was Danny Jacobs' coach, but his coach is a representation of him. And that shit was mad weak, and I definitely agree. That was mad weak. But you know what? I'm gonna ride with Danny on this one. You know, he's a hypocrite in the whole nine. But a lot of people will be a hypocrite for a lot less. A lot of people be hypocrite just to get a free lunch at work, or just to get a 50-cent promotion or raise. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying what Danny Jacobs did was right. I ain't saying what he did. Well, it was definitely wrong. But what Canelo represent? If he can knock out off Canelo Alvarez, you know what? I'm good with it. I'm good. If he can knock off Canelo and he be the guy that done that, we ain't got no problem here. You know what? And if he get the belt and he start acting different and calling the shots, as long as Canelo ain't got it. Cool man said, man, I said I'm not a fan of either of them. Def don't like Kitchen too. Yeah, I mean you should be rooting for at least Canelo to win. I mean lose. Because Canelo lose. What else? What do Oscar got to stand on? Jojo Diaz, Jaime Munguia. He ain't got nothing to stand on, bro. So I think we all should be in agreement that I'm gonna get my black I'm gonna get my black vote, my vote of confidence to Danny. I like Danny. You know, we all make mistakes and shit, but at the end of the day, he ain't the only one to accuse the Charlos of that. But it's fucked up that you talk about them being on something, but then you go turn around and fight a guy that's on something. But I'm not gonna make this about Danny. I've already expressed my concerns about Danny Jacobs. If he was fighting Charlo, my fandom lies with Charlo. In my personal my breakdown is probably gonna side with Charlo until something change. You know what I'm saying? He fight Andre, I don't know. But I'm sick of these young black fighters acting like Gervonta, Canelo's a young OG and Crawford did less than 150. Like, all right, if you got a problem with my whole thing about Gervonta, you talk about Wilder, you talk about Crawford, you talk about sparring Spence, and I want to fight Pacquiao. How the fuck why don't you just don't fight Lomachenko if he come back down? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you fight Lomachenko if he come back down? That just makes sense. You can go up to fight him. And then watch you fight Terrence Crawford then. You wouldn't fight Pacquiao, he a welterweight. Fight Terrence Crawford, clown. Gervonta Tank Davis in the same class as Floyd Mayweather and Danny Jacobs' team. He in the same class as them. If a group of nationalists was stumping out Gervonta Tank Davis, I wouldn't stop and give him a helping hand. If they set him on fire, I won't throw no Aquafina on him. I won't throw no toilet water on him. I already see where this is going. I learned from my mistake with Floyd. Ain't no fighter gonna knowingly dupe me into acting like they pro-black and then switch up. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Ali, what's going on? It ain't gonna fucking happen with me. So what's up with Danny Jacobs not having his belt at the press conference? This is a unification match, right? Yeah, I didn't notice that. Did Canelo have his? I didn't notice Canelo having his. Maybe they cleaning the belt up straight out of Duval. What's up, Duval County? Them Jacksonville boys. Them boys becoming deep. That's like North Florida. I stay in Central Florida. But I don't know. Maybe that's cleaning the belt for Canelo. I answer questions right now for the next, let's say, 23 minutes. Yeah, I got questions I answer. Boxing IQ said I want Charlo to be the one to knock Canelo off the taco stand. For sure, I'm with that Boxing IQ 360. We can agree. I don't give a fuck who do it, but I'd rather it be Charlo. Some people do that to be hungry. Like, I don't have a belt type of issue. I want yours. Yes, that's cool. Okay, could be. Or it could be cleaning it. Like, laugh my what you gaining from marinating Tevin unification, bro. Tank's supposed to jump on that but want to fight washed up dudes. It's that whole Errol Spence, I ain't fighting on no app. That's what it is. They probably telling them you fight on that app, you ain't getting no exposure. But shit, guess what? If they paying me more than Showtime, it ain't like Showtime. Ain't none of them dudes ever did $1 million on Showtime. Remember that. Ain't none of these dudes did $1 million on Showtime. Only guy that did it was Wilder. So you doing 900,000, 800,000. Shit, Tank did 311,000. Bunny did 350,000 or something like that. Like them is pathetic numbers. Pathetic. It's the whole macho thing. Well, tell Showtime the match they offer, pay Eddie, let Tevin come over on Showtime. If you could pay Tevin Farmer what they offering, 5, 6, 7 million to Tank, you could pay Tevin Farmer 6, 7 million, give 2 million to Eddie in the zone off top, make it happen then. Floyd got all that money, make it happen then. But Floyd ain't about to put no real money on the line to co-sign no black fighter. What's the next big fight after Saturday? Also, a lot of them. Andy Lopez is Hurd and shit. J Rock next Saturday. And also you got Mario Barrios fighting on there. That same day you got Vargas taking on Miguel Burchett. This weekend you also got Hot Rod versus Viterbi on ESPN and Drew and Costas, but Hot Rod might beat Viterbi. I gotta do a breakdown for that. Yeah, I gotta get my man cave back together, man. You gotta get me a new TV. I got a new TV in the living room. I got my old TV right here. I'm gonna give it to my homeboy. I'm gonna get a bigger one, so I still gotta get those pods to extend the Wi-Fi, but yeah, so yeah. So yeah, you got that fight, and then Wilder is the following week after that in Brazil, and all Taylor and Barashnik fight the same week as Brazil, the Brazil and Wilder, and then after Brazil and Wilder and all that fight, it's another card coming on. And then June suck until June 23rd, Harrison and Charlo. You got Triple G and Steve Rose in June. Joshua and Ruiz in June. Really don't care for that fight. I was looking forward to Big Juice Baby Miller. Then you got Tom Schwartz and Tyson Fury in June. You also got Brandon Adams and Jamal Charlo in June. Harrison and Charlo on Fox, which is going to be on a Sunday. And then what else we got? Pretty much I think that's it, man. So I double check before I get off. You got another guy other than Barrios fight on that card too, man. So give me a minute. Ahern got I'm gonna go to my phone. This should be better. I can read on there. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, I'm gonna see where I left off at. These facts are probably why Canelo don't speak English. Probably why. Canelo was about to. Jay Thomas and Canelo was above the bells. Okay, I read that one. C-Dub said he said not mentioning no names, but Danny said he's coming for somebody after Canelo. He was talking about Charlo. Yeah, that's a good point. You know what? They know Danny Jacobs. Look here. I'm gonna just tell you real. If Danny Jacobs beat Canelo, he got to rematch Canelo, right? But Danny Jacobs, I'm gonna tell you what the plan is for Danny Jacobs, okay? And I'll do this in video format too. The plan is for Danny Jacobs to lose, okay? But then also the other plan is for Danny Jacobs. The other plan is for Danny Jacobs. They use Danny Jacobs as a hitman to fight Charlo. I've been saying this. That's the plan. The plan is for. Sorry, my back fucked up. The plan is for Danny Jacobs to lose to Canelo and then use him as a bodyguard to beat up on Charlo. But why should Charlo be interested in fighting Danny Jacobs if you lost? Why? Why should I be rooting for that? Why? Because they know Triple G won't fight him. They know Andrade won't fight him. So they even if Charlo joined his own, none of these other guys want to fight him. So they can say Danny Jacobs use Danny Jacobs as a hitman to fight Charlo. I like how Hearns got 2 title fights for Jacobs. Pretty much that was Al Heyman too. Al Heyman gave him Derevchenko. Derevchenko didn't have to choose Danny Jacobs. Al Heyman allowed Derevchenko to choose Danny Jacobs. He could have fought Mark Murray for the belt and been a champion. Jacobs could have never had the belt. Coolman said, I said I always root for Canelo and Golden Boy to lose. Jay Thomas said Charlo knocked out J Rock and called out Cinnamon, but instead Canelo went and fought Liam Smith for the WBO. Andrade has been calling him out the whole time he has the WBO. He'll wait till he vacated. Yep. Ronaldo 2, I'm with Jacobs. But I read some of these shits already. No offense to y'all. Okay. Sean said, I don't like Jacobs itch ways for ducking Charlo, but I want him to knock out Canelo, not Canelo Dick, and I agree. Taylor, Ivan, and Andy Lopez, Super 6, 140 semifinals. When do you think PBC will announce a big fight? Keith Thurman and Pacquiao, the big fights you're going to get announced. And then you probably looking forward to Wilder Ortiz too. Then Wilder knows Kauki. And then if you think Sean and Earl a big fight, I heard that's going to be on regular Fox. So Barrios, my dude, master. Yeah, I like Mario Barrios. He started like at 122 and 126. He big 140. Coolman said, man, who's getting upset this year? I ain't sure. I got to really look at it. Just look at the fights coming up. Oh yeah, you also got Jesse Hart on the Tom Schwartz Tyson Fury card. You also got Jesse Hart taking on Elder Alvarez. That should be a good one. Upset? I don't know. I don't see Pacquiao beating Thurman. Could be, but I don't see it happening. I don't see Adams beating Charlo. I don't see Rose beating Triple G. I don't see Schwartz beating Fury. I don't see Hart beating Alvarez. I can see Hot Rod beating Berturbia. I can see that happening. Um, really, I don't know. A New Water Monster fighting this month too. That's next month. Well, yeah, it's this month. You're right. It is May. Shit. He fighting this month versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. Rodriguez is a good fighter, but he ain't got shit for him. Who you got? Joe Joyce or Du Bois? I don't like Joe Joyce. I go with Du Bois. He's just too slow. Boxing Killers TV. Saunders fights May 18th. Yep, versus Sefer, whatever. They hoping that Ramirez drop that belt so it could be a world title fight. Canelo knows English. Yeah, he do. He just don't want to be a fake Mexican. It feel like he a sellout if he speak English, I believe. But Yu Ying say after the fight, who Canelo going to fight next? Spike O'Sullivan or something like that. Could be. It would be a soft touch. Because Triple G ain't gonna get that belt in time versus Andrade if they true their words, but the zone might force him to fight Triple G next. I heard it was a plan in place for him to fight Triple G like 4 or 5 months ago in Mexico City in Azteca Stadium. So yeah. So as far as I don't know, could be that it could be that one Irish guy they got on there. What's the old boy name? The Irish fighter. Y'all know the fuck I'm talking about. When some of y'all do. He was supposed to fight somebody. I'm gonna tell you this joker name right now. Jason Quigley. No, could be fighting him. Uh, AJ and Canelo are the biggest duckers in boxing. Canelo talk about moving up to 75 to fight Kovalev, but no Charlo. Yeah. Yep, Davion Penn. But if Jacobs win the belt, everybody gonna call because out. Yeah, you ain't lying. It's gonna be niggas that's at 125. How the fuck Denny Jacobs? Everybody think Jacobs sweet to a certain extent because they think he ain't got no jaw. Yeah, they got a rematch call. So unless he knock Canelo out devastating, man. Unless he knock him out devastating, it ain't gonna work. What up, Ty? Salute to Ty. Big Gucci Sports Homes TV. What's going on? Hot Rod Berturbia? I don't know. I ain't seen Hot Rod fight since Brough, but he could beat Berturbia. Berturbia ain't shit unless he get active. Bud been dropping subs like motherfucker on Twitter. Yeah, I seen a few of them. Now you getting all the guys that been quiet. All these fighters that been quiet, we've been asking for them to say something. All these niggas that been quiet, Gary Russell starting to talk. He just said Bud starting to talk. Bud saying that. Remember they said Bud won't say nobody name. And that ain't his style, but him and Gary Russell just stepped out their shell and started talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So Jerry Hurd starting to talk a little bit too. You know, Jerry Hurd surely be the face of PBC, bro. Real shit, man. That nigga's excited to fight. To watch fight. I thought you said Spence versus Porter was the quickest way we can get Bud versus Spence. It could be the quickest way. Shit changed. When Bud starts saying that name, like I want to fight Earl, like I want Earl next. Before that, he wasn't saying all of that. Shit changed. So the quickest way to get it is make it right now. But he ain't gonna get Keith Thurman. He want all 3 belts. He ain't get Keith Thurman or Manny Pacquiao. If Pacquiao beat Thurman, then he gonna retire. or call out Floyd. If he retired, that belt going over to PBC. I mean, over the Top Rank. Bob gonna drop the bag. Boost Putin and Jose Benavidez gonna fight for that hoe. He gonna fight for that hoe. I already tell you what's gonna happen. Does Pacquiao have a rematch clause? I don't think Pacquiao would want one. Pacquiao just want the bag. No, not O'Sullivan, or not Gary Spike O'Sullivan. It was Jason Quigley. Kobe 2K fan. If Mexicans can support their countrymen, then me as a native New Yorker, I have every right to root for Danny Jacobs to whoop on Canelo. Exactly, man. All of New York should be behind. He should be on Sway in the Morning. Was it Hot 97, Power 102, whatever the radio station is. Everybody should be rooting for Danny Jacobs. Gary's starting to talk this year. I'm so glad. Yeah, he mad. I still think Thurman I think that Thurman think Crawford is sweet. Thurman will fight Bud before he fights Spence. Could. I think that's a tougher matchup style wise for Bud. That's definitely a tougher matchup style wise for Bud. Earl Spence style for Bud. That's what Bud want. You know what I'm saying? A guy that don't move his head, come behind the hot, you can score on him. You throw punches at Earl, he going to the shell like this. And then sometimes that I seen on tape, but I've been watching tape. Sometimes that Earl Spence can make a boxing move. He'll get down, he'll slip and come up with a hook or come to your body. Sometimes he can, but he got a bad habit. When you throw more than 2 punches at him, he cover up, chin go right back, and you can put one right, bam, right down the middle. You know? But then for Bud as well, sometimes, you can dress him up. You can put the one down the pipe and then loop the right hand right around his guard. You can catch him while he punching, but Earl don't really punch with other people. Punch with people. Earl don't punch. He don't punch with you, and that's the problem with Earl. Earl Spence got a ton of flaws. You got to remember he started boxing at 15, and Bud got a lot of flaws too. This ain't Mayweather. This ain't Pernell. This ain't Hop or Ward. At least not right now. A lot of this gonna come down to heart. Who won it? Boxing for IBF, what's going on? But I don't think Thurman think I don't think he think Terrence sweet. I think he think Terrence a threat too. Cause anybody get to talking all crazy and acting all eccentric and shit, he don't want to fight Bud neither. Especially after what Bud did to Amir Khan. But I think that's a tougher fight for him in my opinion. Bud pulls straight back sometimes. Every fighter do. Every fighter pulls straight back. Every fighter do. It's hard to go laterally. Errol Spence pulls straight back behind the high guard. It's hard to go side to side for a whole fight, less the ring 100 by 100. It's damn near impossible to do that shit for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So Earl is a black Mexican, basically as much better version of Jose Ramirez. He do got an aggressive style, but he can box a little bit. But some Mexicans can box too, But my whole thing about it is he don't let his punches flow good enough for me. But sometimes that's not a problem. If you accurate, I mean, it's cool. Floyd wasn't a volume puncher or a combination puncher. But if you accurate, you accurate. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, it's a good fight. I wanted to see the fight happen. So I'm gonna keep my foot on anybody who holding up big fights. And if people don't like it, you don't like it. You ain't gotta watch my shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ever asked nobody to co-sign my opinion. For what? It's called Goodfellas Sports TV. Your channel's called your name. There's so many people on YouTube and on social media that's worried about the next guy. If you're worried about your channel, maybe you get some traffic over there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody care about your channel enough to critique your channel. And motherfuckers be talking about my channel. I don't even watch your videos. I don't even watch niggas' videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. So I really cut down my boxing list. I watch Wood, Cali, Town, World Breaker, Boxing ADE, Ego, Boxing Voice. I watch the Boxing Hub for interviews, Fight Hype for interviews. I probably gonna be missing some motherfuckers. They gonna be mad, but You know I watch y'all shit. Whoever I do shit watch, but I don't watch everybody else shit, bro. For what? I don't have time. You know, boxing ADE. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas just want to get clout. Like nigga, I mean, who? Why? I mean, if niggas getting interviews, why can't niggas make they self hot? I ain't got one interview on my channel. I got one interview, and that's with Sugar Hill from Kronk. Akuma Deception Salute. Why can't nobody just make they self hot? That's sad though. Make yourself hot. But they can't. They can't make themselves hot. They gotta put a nigga name in they shit like it matters. That's just what it is, man. But yeah, Thurman and Bud, that's a good fight style. That's a good technical fight. I think anybody can get hurt at any time in that fight. That's actually a better fight, in my opinion, than Earl Spence and Thurman. And, you know, sometimes you want to watch those fights that give you butterflies. That fighters got to make adjustments and you know, sometimes you get a fight where maybe Andre Ward don't have to make an adjustment. Maybe Floyd don't have to make an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? I like to see a fight where fighters got to make multiple adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Ricky Hatton and Floyd. You know, Ricky Hatton couldn't make an adjustment, but Floyd did. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to see that shit. You know, where guys got to make multiple adjustments, and you don't really get those fights too often no more. Yeah, Styles make fights. It don't mean that Thurman and Spence will be a better fight or Spence and Crawford will be a worse fight. It just means Styles make fights. You can't use the triangle theory in boxing. Because Errol Spence beat Thurman, that Spence gonna beat Errol, or Thurman can't beat Spence. You can't use the triangle theory. You just can't. Omar Sanchez, there's no hate. Or somebody told me, I don't worry about nobody else say about Canelo. Like, we bringing up facts about Canelo. Ain't nobody going out of their way to hate on Canelo. I don't have no reason to hate on Canelo. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have no reason to hate on. I don't like Errol Spence, but I'm not hating on him. You know, telling the truth about what he said. You know, it's taboo. You ain't supposed to say something. You ain't supposed to say nothing about Earl. Earl make a mistake, we can't say something. Crawford make a mistake, we kill him for it. No, I'm not doing that. Like I said before, I keep it fair. Like when Crawford told Kevin Aioli that he didn't care about the fight no more because of the politics. I did a video on that and said, "Oh, it don't sound good." You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. Earl Spence is a businessman now, and I ain't mad. Get your money. Oh, Canelo just a cheating ass motherfucker, man. And not only he a cheater, he got every competitive advantage in his favor, bro. Neutral natural, what's going on? He got every competitive advantage in his favor. You know, so I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at the fighters around him that's keep putting him on a pedestal like it didn't happen. Keith, I get a lot of flack for keeping Keith at number 2 at welterweight. I feel he can beat Keith Thurman, beat Horn, Joe Horn, the same if not better than Crawford. He could, but then he just get rocked by Josito Lopez. Then people say that was a split decision versus Josito Lopez. I thought Keith looked pretty good for two years off. But then again, if Josito Lopez can go the distance with Jeff Horn, I mean with Keith Thurman, why can't Jeff Horn go the distance with Keith Thurman then? When the last time Keith Thurman knocked somebody out? When Luis Collazo magically retired in the middle of their fight with a body with an injury when he hurt Keith Thurman to the body? When the last time Keith Thurman got a legitimate knockout? He went the distance with Leonard Bundu. Earl Spence destroyed him. Keith Thurman not hungry for a knockout no more. Keith Thurman would have knocked out I don't think he would have knocked out Joe Horn. I said Joe Horn. Jeff Horn. Beretta, what's going on? He said, what's going on? New to the channel, keep doing your thing. Salute, bro. Salute. Appreciate the love. He said Earl fans are borderline. That shit a cult, nah, bro. That Earl Spence shit, that shit been a cult. Can one of y'all tell me, please, how the hell there is Wilder ducking Joshua? Bro, go to the beginning of the video. We didn't say he was ducking him. It's a question mark, bro. People coming here in their feelings, bro. It's a question mark. Did it say, oh my God, Wilder ducking Anthony Joshua? Did it say that? It says Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua now. I mean, ducking Anthony Joshua now. I gotta fix that. It's a question mark. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying that he ducking him or not, or he is ducking him. At the end of the day, he playing the hand and the fight not happening. You know, he is playing the hand in it. But y'all getting in y'all feelings and shit, man. Listen to the video. I hate niggas that jump in here and they start commenting before they listen to the video. They asking questions that you answered in the video. If you're not gonna listen to the video, all your answers is in the video. 9 times out of 10, if my video over 10 minutes long, I probably answered your question at some point in the video. You know what I'm saying? You know, I probably answered your question. Oh, how Earl ducking Terrence? Listen to the fucking video. You'll know. You hate before. Hate on what? What I hate on, bro? What did I hate on? Tell me that RTD Inc. What I hate on before? Because when you say hate, that means I just exposed the truth. So what I hate on before? He should have took the $120 million. Yeah. The fuck you not gonna take $120 million to be loyal to a network that ain't loyal to you, that had a knife in your back and said that you lost to Tyson Fury? Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here. These niggas tripping, bro. If he getting anything less than $20 million versus Dominic Brazil, nigga, he's a fool. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting in they oh, you hated before. No, I exposed the truth. Ain't no hate. The truth ain't hate. The truth is the truth. A lot of you niggas don't know the difference. Nigga, if your girl say you ugly, I'm like, well, shit, Keisha says you ugly, RTD Inc. I ain't, oh, you hating, bro. How the fuck I'm hating? Keisha just said you was ugly. You know what I'm saying? She just said you was ugly. I'm supposed to just be quiet? You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, we all going out and your breath stank, nigga. You say my breath stank? No, I'm gonna be quiet. No, you know, I'm this nigga breath, you know. I'm gonna let you go in the club and talk to a bitch and your breath stank, or you look fugazi. No, I'm like, nah, bro, that outfit don't look right. Or nah, bro, brush your teeth. Oh, you hate, man. You hate my breath smell fine. Knowing you ain't brushed your teeth in a month. Knowing your teeth look yellow. Knowing you know niggas don't wear Dickies in 2019. Niggas ain't hating. Niggas telling you the truth. I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't have no reason to hate on these fighters. You know? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, I put it this way. I'm not saying Wilder ducked or didn't duck. 100%. All I'm saying is he did his part not to make the fight happen. Now he want to sit there and he want to kind of play a power pool. Now he believe he the biggest pool in boxing. Now he want to make Anthony Joshua. It's all about getting the most money for both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting the best money, most money for both. It's about business. It's a business decision. That's just what it is, bro. So you can't get mad at him. It's a business decision. If it's hey, look here. If it turn you off, it turn you off. I don't care. I don't care. Deontay Wilder saying 2020 now. RTD. Wilder, Shelly Finkel, you coming in here and you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what we talking about because you didn't start the video from the beginning. You just jumped in and whatever. Deontay, what you talking about? They asked Deontay Wilder. They asked Wilder, why did you turn down 100 million, 120? He looked at Shelly Finkel and said, answer the question. Come on, man. You can't talk for yourself? You can't talk for yourself? You acting like, okay, Barry and Eddie Hearn is who they is. But you acting like the whoever owns CBS is so pro-black? Whoever cutting Wilder a check so pro-black? If they love Wilder so much, why don't Wilder got a network deal from the Zone, RTD? Network deal from Showtime? Why didn't Showtime match Wilder deal from the Zone? Why didn't Showtime give Wilder the same deal the Zone did? RTD Inc. Why didn't he get the same deal? Shut up. Shut up. Get up out of here. You's an idiot. Your mama should have swallowed you. For real. Your mama should have swallowed you, bro. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate the love and support. I want to give something away today, bro. So, all right, I'm gonna do this. You know, my email is always in the description. Okay. If you can email me, all you gotta do is email me Dominic Brazil record. Wins, losses, and a draw, and how many knockouts he got. If you can email me those correct, I'll give you $10 from the Health Blaze. Also, if somebody else could email me Deontay Wilder record in a separate email, if you want to win both, two separate emails. Deontay Wilder record, wins, losses, draws, and KOs as well too. I'll send you a $15 gift card from the Health Blaze. So $10 for Dominic Brazil record, $15 for Deontay Wilder record, man. Check out their natural products from lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. They got everything, man. I'm telling you everything. Go check them out. Definitely dope. Nutso 357 salute. No filter Tony Boxing salute. We about to get up out of here. Appreciate the love. Y'all know I'm gonna drop some more content later. Gotta go pick up my daughter. So let's get this over. We gone. Oh, and I'll be streaming on Facebook and Twitter, Periscope at the end of the month or by June. So I'll make sure I get that information to y'all as well. We out.